I actually came from Klang all the way back there, but my family is doing furniture designs and interior designs or animation and so on the design field. So my family actually inspired me to become like a designer, not specifically fashion design because my family don't do fashion so far. Like my family cannot sew. Even me, I don't even know how to sew a button before I come to ESMOD Kuala Lumpur. So, but back then they are my inspiration to become a designer. In ESMOD Kuala Lumpur, to be honest, it's kind of hard because you have to come here every morning, like as early as possible. But it's actually a student's responsible to manage your time and manage your discipline by yourself to come school as early as you can, and then you will start working and start developing your designs on pattern making, or sometimes you learn a bit of French, and that's basically what we do every day. Like we start by designing, and then we will, by the time you design, and you also start thinking like how we're going to make it into real. So after you design everything, like you got your ideas, your designs done, and then you will start to proceed it to the pattern making process, and you will try to make like the garments like as close as the sketch as possible as what you design. So that's basically what we do every day. Of course, the challenge is about the timing. To finish your work by the right time is really important in here, because there's no point if you keep dragging and then you will just, it's not the right thing to drag. So in here we experience like different challenges like timing, and then your sewing skill, your self-management, and of course like self-management discipline. So our lecturers are kind of different. They don't really immediately help you with the solution when you are in a trouble. They will actually leave you for quite a while, like let you sort it out yourself, and then once they saw you do it in the right way, then they would like just okay, then we just leave it and let you develop. But once they saw you doing a quite wrong thing, that was just like they will like start to focusing on you, and then if you're really doing the wrong move, and then he will come and help you with that. They don't do the feed you with knowledge way. They actually guide you to let you become a more independent designer. From my family, as I mentioned before over there, I don't even know how to sew a button before this, and then ESMOD made me sew jackets, tailor jackets, skirts, bottoms, everything. In 2 years, I need to know them all. So that's actually my kind of struggle, because in my family nobody does that, so I really have to do it by myself and then ask for my friends and lecturer. So yeah, before this, like at the first, second year, it was a struggle, and then after that I pick up quite okay, so I overcome the struggle. Being passionate and don't be afraid from trying stuff, and the other thing, you have to be really disciplined by yourself. Like don't drag yourself out of your schedule. Like if you plan what you're going to do today, please make it done by today, because tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, we will have like a lot of stuff coming on. So to be a good fashion designer, I think the thing is to discipline yourself and don't drag the time, because time is chasing for you.
The Scott name is not in my IC actually. Why? Because it was actually, I got it from my favorite movie, and it's called X-Men, and one of the favorite character I love so much, so I got the name for myself. And then my background, I didn't grow up in a very artistic background, and in fact it's quite ordinary, and with no art, no drawing, no fashion, normal kids actually. And then the only thing is my mom is a seamstress, but I didn't sew. I don't sew with her. In these past 3 years, I mean before ESMOD KL, I was zero. I came here with nothing. I don't know anything, and the school helped us a lot in help people from zero, because they taught us how to draw and how to sew from the basic. And then of course you have to improve yourself, and you have to learn. You have to be hardworking. So fashion industry, I mean fashion is definitely not an easy field for me to study. Why? Because the way you dress doesn't make you a good fashion designer or fashion design student, because the way you dress and the way you make garments are really a completely different story. Because when you make garments, when you sketch, when you design, you put in your inspiration, your emotions, and if you dress to make yourself, to express your emotions and to express your true self, that's what I think that makes you really a good designers or fashionable people, and to really express your true self and emotions. The first thing you must have, of course, is passion. Without passion, you cannot continue in further. And then second, for me, it's very important is to be punctual, to be on time. And the most important thing for me, I think, is to accept yourself, to accept who you are, to be happy of your true self. Because when you're not happy, when you're not accepting yourself, then you cannot continue with design with emotions. My dream is to be a creative director in the big fashion houses.